Fernandez, I want to show you a quick tutorial video how to do Google Earth on your Chromebook. So the first thing that you're going to do is find Google Earth, not Google Maps, but Google Earth. And then it's going to come here. Then you double click, it's going to come to this page. You say Launch Earth. And then wait a little bit, and then it's going to launch the application. Now, it's very important that you understand how to move. What do you have in the screen right now? Okay, so I'm going to do a quick tutorial and review, but I want you to explore much more this because we're going to use it a lot. Here in the menu, you have search, so you can search places. You can search where I was born, Lima, Peru. And if you click go, it's going to take you directly there. Isn't it? You don't touch anything, and Google Earth will navigate and tell you directly to the city. So that's a simple search tool with all the points there. It gives you more information on this side. You can close it. You don't need that really. Okay. The other couple of things. This is in 3D. If you click here at the bottom right, it tilted and it start moving like this. Okay. You can click it and stop it, and then navigate there. Double click. You zoom in, and then give you the what we call, remember, the isometric view. If you click back to it goes perpendicular, like a drone view. So that's perfect. Now here you have plus and you have minus, so you can zoom in, zoom out. With this, you do a street view. As you know, we are not going to use it. You just drag it, and everything that is blue, you basically can do a street view. These fly to your location. So if you click here back, it's going to fly back to your house, probably what it is. So I don't allow in this. Now look at these two maps. If I double click the compass and I double click the planet, it's going to switch. Can you see? It's showing me right now where I am on planet Earth. Okay. But if I double click here, it's going to zoom out a little bit. And then you can see which region of the planet I am moving right now. If I go up, that little rectangle moves. So I'm going to use the compass here. With the compass, you can rotate it. And you also know the directions, isn't it? Every time that you tilt it in a wrong way, if you double click, it's going to do the north automatically. Okay, so that's very important because with this compass, you can see north, south, west, east, and the intermediate direction. So this is kind of the tools that you have here. These one here are very important. This is Voyager. It gives you other lessons and other things that you need to do. I'm not going to do it right now. This one here give you even more information. I give you places and other things to go. Okay, so I'm not going to touch it right now. The important things are these three. Today we're going to try to learn how to use the ruler. You can explore the other. These are like in certain points. These are in certain map style. This is very, very important because with this one you can customize. With this you clean everything and only see the Earth as it is with no labels. Isn't it? With this one you basically activate the most important features like border labels and roads. With this one you activate everything, so it gets very, very cluttered with information. I'm zooming in, zooming in, zooming in, and then you have a lot. And the other one you can customize. What do you want on? What do you want off? Isn't it? So in each one of these you can open and you can say I want this one on, I want this one off, I only want the businesses. So basically here you can customize what do you want on, what do you want off. It's like layers. It's a switch on and off. So that's, for now I'm going to have borders and labels here customized there. So these are very important points. Now, two more things to know. Map style, I'm going to go here. Just going to go here and then say I want a clear one, and I'm going to go to my search and I'm going to go this one. You can clean the search here, isn't it? And it stays around here. He knows that I went to Wella Middle School, so I'm going to go back to there. And it's going to fly there. That's my base. So that's the school. And I'm going to activate here again the points, the layers. I'm going to say borders and labels there. I'm going to close this one. So now I have this one. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. And I can see, for example, what is Locker School, Dudley Pond here, Snake Brook, and other features here. I'm going to activate everything here. It can be crowded, so let's continue to this one here. So Wayland Town Beach is here down, and I have Locker School and the Goddard School of Wayland, I have 3 interesting points here. And there is another building here. So I'm going to put those ones on the screen for a moment. Let me zoom back. There it goes. Perfect. Because I want to show you these tools that I have here, over here. Okay, this inserts little pins and insert a project, but I'm not going to use it right now. What I'm going to do is this ruler, measure distance in areas. Okay, so I'm going to click on this one time. It's going to go to a 2D, and from here, this panel appears here. I can change it to any measurement that I want. I'm going to use miles. And then if I click once, my headquarter will be Wayland Middle School. So I'm going to click one time. Now I gotta actually have a line. It's like you have a nail there on the ground and you can move it any direction, isn't it? So this will be, for example, north or 0. That will be northeast of 45 degrees angle. This will be east or 90 degrees. This will be southeast or 135 degrees. This will be south or 180. Then you have southwest 225 degrees. This will be west 270 degrees. Then you have northwest 315, and then again 0 there on the top. But also tells you the distance. So look at this carefully. In order to go to the Goddard School of Wayland, I'm going to move that. And when you want to drop it, you do double click. And if you double click, it drops the line there. You still can move this line. Can you see? It still measures. So if you want to know from here to here in a straight line, you can have here. So you can change these lines and move it like this for your distances. You clear here, start new. If you click continuously, I'm going to do one more time. You can do from here to here, another click, and from here to here, and from here. So to, let's say, the turnpike here, the Snake Brook here, or this building here. So when you finally want to drop, you double click and you make your path, and you still can move these large points here. You can just readjust it, and the distance will be recorded here. So this is the first direction, this is the second direction, this is the third direction. You need to have distance and direction. Okay, so if I look at my compass right now, I'm totally north there. This is like, I would say, if you go here, see, if you click here, you gotta add the miles. So you click here, it add the miles. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click here and give you an example how I do distance and direction. So one click, second click, double click. Okay, so in order to go from the Wayland Middle School to the Goddard School of Wayland, it's 0.633 miles, and my direction is, I would say approximately, if this is like 90 degrees, it will be 105 degrees, isn't it? Later, we're going to introduce an app that is called Protractor, and actually with that app, you can see the perfect angle there. And we're going to use that later when we download the application. But you can see that the direction here, can you see? It just matches perfect this line. So it's 98.3 degrees. So you always know the direction here with the angle. You say direction 98.3, distance 63.63 miles. And you can do the next one. I'm going to delete the protractor. It's an extension that I add to the Chrome. For example, I'm going to do another one. I'm going to say from Wayland Middle School to double click here, and there you go, 0.67 miles. And I'm going to introduce my protractor here. I always put it in where I want to go. So from Wayland Middle School to the Wayland Town Beach, isn't it? It's going to be, there it goes, 232.1 degrees. So you don't say northeast, you are very precise. You say direction 232.1 and distance 0.67. If you do that from the middle school, and then you arrive to this point perfectly. So that's the idea with this one, isn't it? To tell you exactly the angles and the direction. Let me give you one more example if you go back. Let's try to go to, let's go to another place. Let's see what we can go here. There it goes. The Longfellow Tennis Health Club. Okay, imagine we are flying in a direct direction, in a straight line. So I'm going to click on this. I got it in miles. So I'm going to click here. One of the things that I do at the end, because I know from where to where I'm moving, it's I click one time, click second, click this, and click this. Now, I know the direction here, but that's, remember, this is not the real distance because I did an arrow here. So you got to be careful with that. Okay, so in order, but at least give me direction. In order to do that, what I do usually is I do the first click, and I know that direction. Now my direction is 138 miles. So I record that direction on my paper or whatever it is, and then I can do my arrow. So I know that it was 138 because as soon as I click, the direction will change. So the distance is 138 miles. So now I can do my arrow. And you say, why, Mr. Fernandez, are you doing an arrow? Because now I know that it's here, from here to here. Isn't it? So then when I use my protractor, here it goes, and I put it on base, I know that I'm moving from there to there. So I'm just going to put it here. I want to measure the direction that I'm moving. And this is like a plane. That's perfect. So 122.7. So we're going to see how we can add this tool. It's called a protractor, and it's an extension in the web, and you can overlap it on any website that you want, but it will be very useful to use. Okay, so that's how you measure distance and direction from here. For now, I just want to show you only these things. You can always bring a compass next to you. So like you have a drawing here, for example. So I can put up, and I put this in my website, and then you can see which direction you're using. The problem is that when I click on this one, the other one will go to the back. You know, like if I click on this, now it's in the back. But you can double check. If you cannot use the protractor, you can put a little compass, and I insert this in my website for now. So I can have it there for now, and I can do this, for example, here to here, 1.22 miles. And then what I do is I get these, and I put it, and I just, it's not the same, of course, but I have kind of an idea. If this is in the center of the school there, it will be probably, this is the direction that it's following, you know, like 0 there. So if you follow the line, it will be kind of an 105 degrees. So that's another trick while you're not using the protractor. And I have this in my website. You know, you can open it and put a little window and overlap it and put it there. You can make it smaller if you want, but it's another trick that I use right now that I don't have. Say if I move from here and I measured to this one, again it went to the back. There it goes. It's a little tricky because it goes to the back, and then I have to move it to the front again. This is what I said, it's kind of tricky. Oops. There it goes. I'll keep a little tab there so I can see it, and then I will need to move it approximately there. Now I can see my line. Okay, so I'm going from the Wellesley School to here. That's, and I extend my line, isn't it? That's like 150 degrees. So direction 150 degrees, distance 1.57 miles. So that's kind of a tutorial how we will try to use, as I said, I'm closing this. We will try to get the protractor extension. It's here. You can see it. It's called protractor. I have it there as an extension. And it just opens there, and very simple, isn't it? You leave this one in 0 there, and open this one, and you measure the angle here. Okay, that's a quick tutorial there.